StreamYard is a little fancy now. Great evening, great evening, great evening. It is Pastor Irma Berry Scott, along with our co-host for the Truth Uncensored podcast. We have Elder Sherrie Justiano, we have Pastor Shawn McKinney, and we have, of course, Bishop Keith Cox with us on tonight. We're ready, and we're ready for today's topic. Elder Sherrie, you want to greet the people as they come on today?
Hello, everybody. Wait a minute, let me get where I'm supposed to be at. Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's doing well on today. We thank you for tuning in. Give us a moment while we sharing each one of these, sharing our lives through our pages. We appreciate you all coming on.
Absolutely.
I'm really excited about the topic to this afternoon. I'm gonna listen a lot this afternoon.
All right. Come on, Bishop Cox, talk to us.
Good evening to everyone. Glad you're here. I'm excited about being here, and the topic this afternoon is going to open some eyes and challenge some hearts. So I hope you're ready for what the Lord is going to say to the people of God that are here tonight. Amen.
All right. Pastor Shawn McKinney, come on and greet the people. We can't hear you, Shawn. No. Can't hear you. All right, we're going to get Pastor Shawn back. We're going to get him back in just a few minutes. He's going out and he's going to come back in. We are excited about
and
tonight.
Now we can't hear you, Irma.
You can't hear me either?
No, I can hear you. I hear you clear. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
We can hear
you. Yeah, there we go.
What about you? You can't hear?
I can't hear
you
anything.
Go back out and come back in if you can't hear anything.
I don't hear it.
All right. Pastor Shawn, you want to greet the people?
Okay. Good evening, everybody. It's Pastor Shawn here. Pastor at Culture Worship Church, Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I'm looking forward to this topic right here tonight. I hope everybody is ready for it, because it's going to be something. So I hope everybody's ready for what's coming forth and be in a clear mind and a heart of acceptance for us. So yeah.
All right. All right. So I think we got everybody back now.
Yes.
Can you hear us, Bishop?
I can hear you now.
Yes, ma'am. I hear everyone now.
Oh,
I can't hear her.
I hear you.
I can't hear. I can't hear.
You can't
hear?
I can't hear you either.
Go back out and come back in.
Oh my God.
What we got going on tonight?
I tell you. Come on, StreamYard. We need you to get it together here. All right. But we do have a wonderful topic on tonight. I think that we are all excited. We are all ready to go. We are all ready to dip in, dive in, swim in, whatever in. We are ready on tonight. Amen. Can nobody hear?
No, I can hear you.
I can
I
hear.
haven't lost sound
I
yet.
think when one of us go out and come back in, it's knocking everybody out.
Oh, wow. I don't know what's happening on today. All right. Can you hear now?
I
I
can
can
hear.
hear you. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
I can barely hear you. I can hear you.
You can
Okay.
barely hear me?
I can hear everybody.
You can hear everybody.
I can hear everybody.
I can
Okay.
hear everybody.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay,
All right.
good.
We ready. We all together. All right. All right. Just took us a minute, but we got it. We got it. Don't nobody touch no buttons. All right. We are here. All right. We do have a wonderful topic on tonight. As we all know that Valentine's Day is coming up on Saturday. We call this week leading up to Valentine's Day Love Week. Lord have mercy. And this, we celebrate romantic love. Well, we have a topic on tonight. We're gonna be like some of these other podcasters. Some people have a whole podcast about relationships. We have a topic tonight, and we're going to discuss is dating productive in 2026? Lord have mercy. We like to date. We like to go out and have a good time. But is it productive? Lord, with all the toxic environments that we have out here on today, do we are we making any progress by dating, going out? Can we navigate through the selfishness, Lord have mercy, the narcissism, the emotional issues that people have when we are dating? Is morals and respect outdated today? Lord have mercy. Is there something going on? Is it worth dating, losing our peace? Y'all ain't gonna help me. Is it worth losing oneself, shrinking down to make somebody else feel good, making somebody else feel worthy? Is it worth it? And then, does being alone make you a target? Being single, does it make you a target? We got all this catfish going on. Lord have mercy. Taking advantage of lonely people. Lord, so we're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff on tonight. We're going to dive into this topic. So, let me put the first one out there and y'all just jump on in. Does old school dating protocols work today? Does old school dating protocols work today? Used to be respectful. Lord have mercy. Now we just drop the girl off in front of the house and keep going. Don't know if she got in or not. Does old school protocols work today? Y'all jump in.
Well, I'll jump in. And I'm going to say no. They don't work today because the generation before us and the generation before that had different standards, and different understandings. And they just simply thought differently. And it was a different time. And you can't have someone now trying to mimic the things that we used to do in the days past, because this is a very broad question. So there are certain things that are not going to work. In this day and time, you're not going to find someone to go ask someone's daddy, can you take the girl out? They're not going to do that. They're going to want to go to the movies or something like that, and they're going to just ask the girl, hey, you want to go to the movies? But back in the day, you used to have to go to the parents, go in, chit chat, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, answer a whole bunch of questions. They're not going to do that today. There's so many things that have to be put in place. Who's going to put it in place? I don't know. But times have changed. People have changed. And to have an expectation of them to operate like we used to 20, 30, and 40 years ago is unfair. Especially when there's no one in place now to actually teach those types of values. We can talk about it all day. We can share it all day. We could talk about how good things were. But the bottom line is nothing is 100% proof but Jesus. And to require you to do what our forefathers used to do is unfair. We've got to find a way to reach people now and share with them what it takes, to have a good relationship with someone, what it takes to be an upstanding person, a good, quote unquote, good citizen. I'm talking in general terms because this is a massive question, and we can't just put it into 1, 2, 3 and be through with it. But there's a whole lot. You're right. They used to wait. We used to wait to make sure the girl got in the house, open the door, and make sure she got in. Now she gets out. Bye. Or she may be in an Uber. You don't know she made it home now. It's just a different time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop right there.
Come on, Shawn, jump on in.
I'm gonna say that it depends on who's asking the question. That's what I'm gonna say that for me. Some men we still can be the traditional old way of opening doors and asking, did you make it home safe, or all those such things with our granddaddies and daddies and probably did back then in the day. But if you ask a woman, I feel like women expect the qualities what granddaddy did for grandma, but don't have the qualities of grandma.
Exactly.
If that makes sense.
I agree
That makes a lot
wholeheartedly.
of sense.
So grandma, I heard my grandma say something one time. I ain't gonna be. She said, I'm not going to be, nagging that man. All her job was to wake that man up to make sure he got to go to work on in the morning or whatever he had to go do. Not saying that's what we're gonna do now, just not out of respect or anything, but I don't think people have the qualities of grandma today in of what they want granddaddy to do for them. Right now, I feel like it depends on who asks the question, because I feel like you ask that woman that questions, I want you to take me out to eat. I want you to pay all my bills. I want you to make sure I get to my car. I want you to wash my car, fill my car up, all that. But when the men get home or we date the men, you don't offer nothing. You just got a mouth, and that's not good to have.
Well, what is the expectation? Well, come on, Sherrie, you talk to me.
Okay. So because I'm the only married person on this, I'm gonna try to do my best to kind of help. I think first let's define what old school dating in a clear, concise way. Old school dating versus new school. So old school was structured, it was intentional, and you had commitment behind it. It was marriage in mind. It was slower in pace. You wasn't ready to get into the bed with it. Well, you were ready, but you knew that wasn't the right way to go because of the way we were raised. You had a mindset to work through all of your issues. That's why people stayed married for years upon years, even if they were miserable. And then you got new school dating in 2026. I talked to a lot of my coworkers that's single, trying to get some advice on what they think. And a lot of the stuff was, in 2026, things are flexible. You got more options. Your pool was limited back in the day, but now you got all of these dating apps. You got all of this stuff in front of you. You always swiping. I think they call it swiping left. Swiping left if you on an app, and swiping left or scrolling or somebody DMing you. And they don't have the mindset. There's no type of, it's all about being independent and what are my options. is let me explore. Let's explore what's going on. Let's explore. Let's see where this goes. But there's not any intention to trying to get to a mutual goal. So is old school dating productive? I think the mindset of, if you are talking about the chivalry, if you're talking about if you have the goal in mind to get married, yes. Does new school help us? In some ways, I do feel like the new school helps because it gives you more to look for out there. But you also get hit with the fact of, is that person going to be consistent, or are they going to still be looking for somebody once they get with you, quote unquote. So yeah, it can be productive. That's what I think.
Okay, well, that leads me to the second question, because this is my issue with dating. Why are people not transparent in dating? People like to date, they want to go out, but they gonna show you the best part of them. They pick up on what you like, and that's what they present to you. Uh, 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 until you say I do. Then they let the real them come. You find out that Mr. Hyde was back there all the time. Lord have mercy. We thought Dr. Jekyll was okay, but Mr. Hyde was a mess. Lord have mercy. So why aren't people transparent? I tell people, what you see is what you get. I'm just who I am. If you don't like me the way I am, okay, we ain't, this ain't for us. We just be friends. God bless you. But why are we not transparent? That's my issue with being productive. You think you're marrying or dating one person, and find out when you get married, you don't know who this joker is. You okay? Come on, somebody help me out. Why y'all looking at me like that?
I think transparency requires vulnerability, and most people don't want to be vulnerable.
That's facts.
They don't want to. When you, from a marriage perspective, I have to be vulnerable with my husband, and most people don't want to show that side because they have a fear. They either going to get hurt. They're living on some type of they're living in the past. They got hurt before. They're afraid of rejection. And some people just they're going to be judged. Like all of that goes into play of why people don't want to be transparent when they're dating.
But when you get married and all these issues come out, and then we're going to divorce court because I didn't marry a serial killer. I didn't know I was marrying a wife beater. I didn't know I was marrying. Okay, come on, Shawn, help me out.
Ooh, this like y'all ain't gonna like this. I'm going to say, yeah, you did know it. You just missed the red flags from it. You went past caution. You didn't see the yellow flags. You was just engulfed in, oh, he is Mr. Right, and he what God sent me. He or she what God sent me. Most time we miss the yellow flash, and we still looking for the red flags. The yellow flash means caution. The red flash, you need to stop. We miss all that altogether. Going to say this: people never want to bring them to the table. They want to part. I say this to my people, and I'm uncut with my people. A lot of people are looking for, I call it homeless situations. People are looking for places to stay, vulnerable people to get in a relationship with, so they need a place to stay, they need a place to live, they need a place to eat, they need somebody got a car, they need somebody, they get in relationships for situationships, not for a relationship or for a goal. People that never, I used to say this right, stop wearing masks when nobody can really see the real you. Take off your mask, because we all do it at some point in time. We put the mask on to play the part. We put the mask on to get the job. We put the mask on to do whatever it is, and nobody can deal with us. We scared that nobody can deal with us, who we really are. And I have run because me, I'm honest about everything about me. And they used to tell me my honesty is going to hurt me in the long run. I don't feel that way because I want you to know who I am. Because in the beginning, watch this. I'm just speaking on Shawn. I have suffered with anger. I have suffered with I used to a whore. I used to be it. If you can't deal with it, there it is. My background is my background. If you can't study for where I'm at now, a lot of people stay in what they knew about a person instead of what they know about a person. There's a difference. So I tell you, if you bring everything to me on the table, then I can know what it is about you that I can deal with. I have a choice. You give me the choice to deal with you or not. I'm not taking the choice away from you. I'm giving you the choice.
Now, I agree with both comments, but I have to add this. Transparency has been hard for some, and even myself. Sometimes I when I was married, it was hard to be transparent because I don't know if you're really mature enough to handle what I'm going to say.
Come on, that's true. That's facts. That's
on both parts.
I agree.
I have very rarely in my lifetime seen one person tell everything. I mean, every single thing to that person before they were married. I'm sure it happens, but it's hard to find. And it works both ways. It works both ways because if I'm fearful that you're not mature enough to handle it, whatever it may be, then that means that when I share it and you prove me right, you're walking away.
Yep.
Or I'm walking away. And that's pain right there that has to be dealt with. And sure, we say, oh, well, everybody's been hurt. Yeah, everybody has been hurt. But who wants to keep getting hurt? We have to find a way to share who we are one with another. And we have to be sure that you're able to handle it. Because truth be told, there are some things you can't handle. And if that other person shares it with you and you cannot handle it, now you're gone. Now that person is hurt. That person has opened themselves up. Now, and you're gone with the thoughts of what they have said. And you'll share that information with someone else. So now they go to business everywhere.
Yeah.
Because one of us was not mature enough to really, really handle what we heard. If I uncover my nakedness, can you still love me the next morning?
That's some church people.
I'd rather know now rather than to know after I say it I do.
That's right.
Tell me now, and then I know if I can handle it or not. If I can't handle it, you go your way and I'll go mine. What did the benediction say? May the Lord watch between me and me. All right. We got to learn how to be transparent and then deal with what we see. People got to deal with you, and you got to deal with somebody else. So we got to be mature enough, first of all. Maybe that should have been the first question. Are we mature enough to handle dating? Are we mature enough to handle somebody else's issues? Are we mature enough to hear about somebody else's struggle and to help them through it? Are we mature enough for those? So everybody, first of all, is not even ready to date. You just want to be friends. That's all. Let's just be a friend and just go to a movie. Let's not date, because dating suggests something more serious.
Yes.
Am I making any kind of sense?
No,
that makes sense.
You're making a whole lot of sense. And I like to go back to the point where you said, are you really ready for dating? Before you can even date somebody, get to the point where you're talking about getting married to somebody or anything like that, you need to be situated within your own self. Because you can't communicate with anybody. You can't be transparent with somebody if you're not situated within your own self. You can't communicate effectively with somebody if you're not situated within your own self. So for me as a married person, we dated, when we were younger, but what you want to do is actually take that time while you single, get yourself together, so when that other party comes, you can communicate, you can be transparent with them, and you can quickly weed out, because you know you sure in yourself. You know, oh, I don't want that.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna respect Shawn, Pastor Shawn, in his position, in his position where he said, I'm gonna give you up front who I am. You either gonna take it or you gonna leave it. Go ahead and give me the red flags, because I'm going to say, oh no, he ain't the one. Let me keep moving. If that's who he was when he was, if we were talking to each other.
Absolutely.
That communication part and that transparency part, if you're not mature within yourself, there is no way that you can even get to know somebody. There's no way that you can even think about even becoming intimate with somebody, because you can't even. Bishop T.D. Jakes once said, "Intimacy means into me you see." If you can't be intimate with yourself and see within and look at you, there's no way that you can be trying to date somebody.
The man in the mirror. That's it. Gotta face it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was trying to find what Shantae was saying. I know I done massacred your name, sweetheart. But, but she said there's a difference between transparency and honesty as well. Some may not know or understand the difference. And in relationships, it's always a possibility of rejection, which is usually where the hiding comes from. And we're trying to say it's best to know up front than to be hiding it and everybody find out later and you got a big mess in a marriage. I tell you, I've been divorced. That's not fun being in a marriage that you shouldn't have never been in the first place. Because of issues, people wasn't transparent with you. You're thinking that they are deep and love the Lord and God, because they know that's what you like. And then you get married to them and they cussing you out and they doing all kinds of. Let me know that up front. let me know you got a whole nother personality up front, so I know if I want to deal with it or not. All right. Can we go on to the next one? What standards should be non-negotiable? I'm sure everybody got some non-negotiables. I got a few non-negotiables. But I'm gonna let y'all talk first, because I ain't playing. If you gonna come and disturb my peace, we got a problem. Come on, Bishop, talk to us.
Well, personally, of course, God, I somewhat had to deal with that, because it's one thing to have a church person, but it's another thing for someone to fall in love with the Lord. That's just two different things.
Yes.
And that's just a non-negotiable for me. And what I like and what I prefer. Since we post a question like that, and smoking is another one. If you struggle with smoking, I can understand you having a struggle, but I cannot handle it at all. And having a nasty attitude, I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. I cannot, because I know a nasty attitude pushes me.
Yes.
It's the thorn in my flesh. I'm not a nasty person. So I like to sit and laugh and talk. I like to communicate. I like, to just carry on. That's the type of person I am. But you nasty? You curt? You sharp in your opinions? You sharp in what you have to say? How you speak to me? No, that is a non-negotiable. So rather than me get in this and we have to call somebody with blue lights and stuff. Let me not deal with it at all.
But that's what dating is
where
for.
I am.
To find out.
And I think and I was sitting here and I remember something Creflo Dollar said. He said, you got to learn to sit down and talk to people and talk them to death. He said, find out every single thing. And then once you find out everything that you can ask, that gives you a little leverage. And that helped me. Once I found that out, I said, oh no, I can't handle this. I can't handle this. The news people be standing outside with cameras after a while. I can't. And I know where I am. I don't have a problem. My tongue talking, hollering, and screaming self. I know me. I can't handle you being nasty at all. Let's move on because I'm about to get one.
All right. Pastor McKinney.
I'm agree with Bishop. I can't stand a smart talking attitude, disrespecting person. That irks my nerves more than the most, because that is the one thing that starts it, but you hide your hand, but the reactions were seen all the time. So I can't, and nonchalantness, disrespectful, and that's a no for me. I'm gonna say that's a no for me. Standard wise, I'm gonna get it. I used to. Bishop said something about the church and the. I used to not want to date church women. I used to feel like you got to be a fool to go to a church looking for a woman, because they say that's the hospital. Why are you going to be another crazy person and you crazy too?
Oh no!
I didn't understand that
part. I promise we are not all crazy. I promise.
All y'all may not be crazy, but they call it the hospital. Why would I go to the psych ward to find another date? And I'm in the psychiatrist hospital too. So we all got issues, and we coming to God to get it clean. So I'll be like, nah, I don't think I want to talk to church women, because they got issues and I have found, this is Shawn, this is Pastor Shawn. I have found out that women in church, I don't know if I want to see it. Women in church are just like men. They have past. And they past just be as worse as the man's past. And they want to hide theirs, but they know about ours. But they want to hide theirs, and when theirs get found out, it's a problem. I am big on my standard of accountability of what you have done in the past or in the present. Let's have accountability, and we're gonna be okay. And communication. That's my standards.
Okay. Sherrie, you want to jump in on this?
My non-negotiables are, I need you to be emotionally regulated. You cannot be Mr. Jekyll and Hyde. I don't want you all over the place, because that's not going to work. It ain't going to be good. You got to be able to communicate. After 23 years of marriage, Anthony finally realizes that that's my husband's name, y'all, for y'all that don't know me. He finally realizes that I'm not going to stop asking questions until we communicate, because I don't like walking on eggshells. Because if we communicate, then we can get past whatever's going on. So we find a solution together.
Solution-based.
And character and accountability. You got to be accountable, because I'm going to be accountable. I'm going to tell you when I'm wrong, and I'm going to apologize to you. You got to be able to do the same thing. I don't care nothing about the way you look, because I can tell you right now, I done been fat, I done been skinny, and he still loved me. He done been fat, he done been skinny, and I still love him. So none of that matters to me. The superficial don't. But I need for you to have integrity. I need you to be emotionally stable. It's all right to spaz out every once in a blue moon, because you're going to do it every once in a blue moon. Yeah. But you can't be up and down all the time. I don't need wishy-washy every single day. I can't, my brain can't take that. Come on. Just like Shawn said, I got my own stuff, and I'm trying to keep me emotionally stable. I don't need you adding to that. I like my peace. So, like Pastor said, if you can't bring me peace, you don't need to be nowhere near me.
Absolutely. My peace is important to me. Chantelia say again, Chantelia talking tonight. She says character, accountability, communication, and you got to be real. I think all those are good. And respectful.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're mad at me. Just be respectful when you talk to me. First of all, I'm not your child. I'm your wife, or I'm the person you're dating. I'm in my 60s now, so I would hope that the man that I would date will be mature enough to talk like he got some sense. If not, that's over already. You don't even have to call me on the phone. You can't be respectful. Character is a main part for me. Do you have integrity? You shyster. You manipulative. That's a non-negotiable to me. You can't be trying to mess with my emotions, play on my emotions to get what you want. No, that's disturbing my peace.
Right.
So those things are non-negotiable with me. And you need to have at this stage in my life, you got to be halfway financially stable. Now we can continue to build. We might have another 20 years together. At my age now, we don't have a lifetime. Our lifetime is really condensed now. So you got to have a little something to work with. So we won't be out on the tent somewhere on the street. All right.
Some insurance.
Have insurance.
Have some insurance.
Yes.
Life or health.
I'm gonna be honest. I mean,
All
I
of
gotta
it.
move on. But it is no need of trying to have something with somebody and they do not have some insurance. You will be amazed at the funerals, the preliminary meetings I have to sit in and attend and call and talk to of families that people do not have burial insurance. They got fingernails, they got heels, they got weave, they got BBLs, but they don't have any insurance. And I just don't understand it. I'll tell you after this broadcast.
This is a family-friendly broadcast.
Family-friendly show. It's crazy. The people, and we need to talk about that every week. Go get some insurance.
Yes.
But it's again a part of maturity. You have to be able to deal with somebody who can, if you cannot provide for me in the afterlife as well, you're not doing too much with me. Does that make sense? You say you love me enough to make sure I'm gonna be all right when you go. That's love. That's maturity. That's taking care of your house. Being financially stable. Absolutely, Bishop McCormick. And be willing to provide. I don't understand these women dating people who can't even hold down a job. Not even just hold down a job. You don't even go look for one. Your job is on the couch playing games. No, we ain't doing that. And then we're mad when we cannot function in life the way we want. You don't have the BMW. You don't have the Mercedes. You don't have the nice house. Why? Because you are dating or interested in thugs who don't have nothing.
Yeah.
Y'all quiet now? Okay.
Is that
all right?
I can't say what I want to say.
Can I piggyback? I want to come from a different perspective on that. The financial stability. So coming from a merit point of view, as a merit point of view, you can be financially stable. And as you're being the head of my house, my husband's the head of my house, He gonna always make sure we're good. But I'm also gonna make sure if something happens to him, I'm able to make sure and hold him down the same way he held us down when I was his children.
Mhm.
The same way. So for me, especially if you're going towards this as a marriage thing, I'm dating you because I want to be married. You don't have to be rich. You don't have to have $1 million in your bank account. But if you can be financially responsible with your money and you can make sure that you holding it down, I'm gonna make sure I'm holding it down, because it ain't 50-50, it's 100-100.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna pay, I'm gonna pay. If you don't got it, then I got it, and we're gonna give it. But with that being said, I do know the difference in between from my own personal beliefs. My husband is the head, and he gonna make sure that we're also good. But I'm not going into that. I didn't go into that relationship saying, and this is the truth, and he'll back me. I didn't go into our relationship saying you got to be able to pay X, Y, and Z. Our first date, I paid for his meal. He still jokes to this day. That's how he knew that I was a keeper.
Mm-hmm.
For every meal, every day after that.
Well, most women nowadays, it's 2026. That's their first thing. What can you do for me? You can talk to somebody for 3 days. My phone bill getting cut off, and I ain't been talking to you for 1 day. I got to pay your phone bill. People, that's the first thing. What can you do for me? And that's
leave you.
That's the pig in the pool.
Right where you at. Leave you right where you at, because that's not you looking for somebody to you looking for somebody to be your sugar daddy. You looking for somebody that is not what marriage is. Because at the end of the day, you got to get through the sickness. You got to get through all of that. If they down, they go to the hospital. Who gonna cover it? Mm-hmm. There's no way. If prime example, you see it's Valentine's Day. I hadn't seen anything yet, and I hope I don't see it. You'll see a lot of people on here saying, oh, he proposed to her with a $99 ring. He got that from McKay's Cage jeweler on special. I want this ring. I want that ring. And I always say to people, I got a $99 ring and a divorce ain't one. I wear the same ring. Well, it's different now, but I still haven't. He tried to upgrade me. I didn't want it. If you're going in it with that perspective of what you're going to do, if you're going to pay this bill, if you're going to pay that bill, can you pay this? Can you pay that? You ain't looking for a husband. You looking for somebody to.
You're a gold digger. Come on, just say it. You're a gold digger.
You ain't looking for a husband. You ain't looking to date no. You ain't looking to date nobody. Okay, I'm off my.
But that's the thing. But if you really think about it, and I hate to say this, and I promise I hate to say this, but I know the topic is dating productive, but it's you said also in church. 75% of women that's in church and men are broke. I'm just gonna be or I'm just being honest about it. They are broke. They're looking for the next deacon, somebody, pastor, somebody to catch their attention, and they can't do. And you take the time, you start dating, they look good on Sunday mornings and on revivals. They look good, but when you slowly start dating them, you start finding out, well, you ain't really got no money to even help me or be a asset to me instead of a liability. So it's like I still got to come in again, being the breadwinner, but you can't offer nothing to help me push us forward. So if something happened to me, you owe to the next husband, and the next husband, and the next husband, or the next I'm your husband for me. So, but it's just like most women do not have stability. I hate to say this, Lord, I hate to say this. A lot of women that go to church are not financially stable. But they say they are, they're not. And that's they're looking for the knight in shining armor. They're looking for the men. They're looking for the men to be this. I'll be the bad person in this session right here. They're looking for the men to be this and offer all this, but they can't offer grandma what grandma did. Can't cook me a grilled cheese in the morning for me to go to work or take for lunch. You can't do that now. That's it.
But you also gotta look at. You also got to look at the fact of, because you keep going back to they can't do what your grandma did. You got to factor in where we're at. Now, if you are pulling the weight all the way and I'm only staying home and I'm taking care of the house and the kids and I ain't got nothing else to do, yeah, I need to have your plate ready. Yeah, I need to be fixing your food. But if I got children, a full-time job, I'm working a full-time job, and if I'm in ministry, I'm doing ministry full-time. I'm making sure you're good on the level that I need to be making sure you're good, trying to keep this family friendly. You got to make sure that your perspective's in the right place, because grandma stayed at home. Grandma didn't have a job. The husband, granddaddy, went out and did every single thing. But the women today got 40,000 things going on and they're doing it all. So where do you find the balance in there? Are you expecting us to do the same? Are you expecting women to do the same thing that grandmas did when they're doing 40,000 other things?
I don't care what they do what grandma did. I just want them to bring something to the table outside of them with their hands out like this. I want us to be equally yoked on all levels.
I think I like what Pastor's saying, and I like what Elder's saying, but I think what sums it up, I don't know who it was earlier in the comments, they said the word teamwork.
Yeah.
If we can work together, we have to, if he and she can work together to make this thing be what it should be, it'll work. I am a product of a two-parent household. My mother and my stepfather were together for 46 years. But every single morning, my mother got up and cooked breakfast, had it on the table by 6:30. We ate breakfast, we washed the dishes, we put everything up. We cleaned up the kitchen. She got dressed. She worked a public job. She worked 32 years for the county in the social services department. She'd get home. We would get home, do our homework. She cooked dinner every evening, every weekend. She worked. She did her part. My stepfather, he couldn't cook a pot of rice, but he paid bills. He kept the grass cut, kept the cars fixed, kept the trees cut down. He did, they worked together. And it's, I don't think it is important that we find someone that is always so beautiful as now that works and that's wonderful. But I would rather have someone that's going to work with me.
Absolutely.
Work with me so we can have something. Work with me so we can be something.
Be something.
Be something, one will go to school and the other one would stay home and do work. One would go to football games and the other one would stay home and make sure the closets were clean. I mean, it was always teamwork. But that was then, but this is now.
Yeah.
Now.
But teamwork still gonna work.
Yeah,
teamwork. I don't care where you are. Teamwork is going to work. You got to go into dating with the work. Can this make a good teammate?
Yeah.
Can this make a good teammate?
Can this be my partner?
Yeah,
can we be partners can we be partners in the house? Can we be partners in business? Can we be partners in our finances? Can we be partners?
Can we be partners?
This is a partnership.
Absolutely.
And that word's not normally spoken during that process.
Yes.
But that is something that should be talked about. Can we be partners to make this work on all levels? Sure, we're going to be weak in some places, but if we're working together, we can still make it happen.
That's where you doing that balancing scale. If you weaken this, I'm strong in this.
Strong in it,
balance each other out.
Absolutely. That's what dating is about. Is to gather information about this person. Can this person make a good teammate for me? Do our values align? Can we mess what we have and make a good team together? That's why I'm not understanding the mindset of people today, especially women. On the first date, I need you to take me to Ruth Chris. Well, I don't know you. Why am I going to spend $100 on somebody that I don't know? Now, maybe 6 months down the road, you might be worth a Ruth Chris. But right now, I don't know if you're worth McDonald's.
Come on.
Snoopy's. We're going to Snoopy's.
McDonald's.
Absolutely. Our mindsets in these things for such a serious matter, we just flip, we just fly by night. We are selfish. I think I said that in the beginning, in the introduction. We're dealing with selfishness in people. What you gonna do for me? What's that? What they say? What have you done for me lately? That's all we want. What you doing for me? We don't take in consideration what I can do for you to make this work. Because that makes me accountable. That makes me have to put in some effort. I don't want to put in no effort. I want to be like it is on the Real Housewives. I want to be like it is, because we have allowed the media to contaminate and poison our minds in dating and in marriage. And that stuff is not reality. Reality is breath stinking. Reality is you farting all over the place. Reality is that's what reality is.
Reality.
Can I deal with you in your places where you are not the knight in shining armor? That's what dating is all about. And that's why I have a problem when you're not transparent with me. When you put on a face to what you think I might like. So no, that's why I say it's a lot of pee in the pool. Because you don't want to be transparent. You don't want to show who you really are. And now I'm stuck with some doo-doo. Do they say that anymore?
They still say that.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, they say it. They just use those words.
They might not say it a lot, but they say
it. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. This is good conversation. Now, I have down here, we got a lot of these gurus out here now. Everybody is a relationship coach. Everybody. You could tell people, some men I was listening to, and you could tell that they have been hurt. Because all the information that they want to is such a downing on women, such a poisonous. You could tell they were bitter. And they're out here putting this stuff in the airwaves, and people are agreeing with them. People are on the bandwagon. They got all kinds of viewers. They got their Facebook numbers are crazy. And here I'm trying to tell you the truth in love, and I got two people. What about these relationship gurus? Are they worth listening to?
Some of them are.
Some of the shows I've watched them, they are good, and some of them they just not. They not. If you don't have, for me, if you're gonna talk about relationship, I need to see that there's some type of proof to tell me that you have the experience to talk about relationships. But if I get on anybody, whether it's man or woman, because I do listen to those type of podcasts, whether it's man or female, and you bashing the other one, I don't want to listen to you. I don't want to listen to you because you ain't saying that. And I'm trying to have a relationship. And if you too busy talking about the other party and what they did wrong, then you ain't feeding me nothing. You feeding me garbage, and I don't want to hear that. That's not what I want. That's not what I want to hear. Mm-hmm. So if they can't show me proof, if it's not proof, then no. But if they have proof in the pudding that they have success, then I think it's okay to listen to a relationship person.
I do too. I don't like everybody. You have to be careful who you listen to.
Yeah.
You know, what spirit is behind it. Where are they coming from? Are they, like you said, are they hurt? Are they angry? Are they bitter? There's one lady, I'm trying to call her name, wonderful Caucasian lady. She got on to talk about relationships, but she talks about money. And she has some wonderful concepts and ideas about how to invest your money, where to put it, stocks and bonds and all of this other kind of stuff. And as I listened to her, it was really good information. But she kind of lured me in when she was talking about relationships, but she just went there. Now, she has a lot going on in her personal life that we can't take any of that information and use it. But you have to point that the old folks used to say you got to learn how to eat fish and spit out the bone. And that's what I've learned. Some folks you listen to, you like, oh yeah, I hear what you're saying, but that's not godly. So we're not going to listen to too much more of that.
Well,
Okay, Pastor.
I would say I listen to a variety of different ones, but one of my favorites is Kitty Rose.
Oh, she's awesome.
I like she gives you the realness and she gives you spiritual at the same time, but she also she's big on accountability and facing you. She's big with and dealing with the problem. So I like her a lot. That's one of the ones I like, but by far, like it's. I think they're good when you you can see where they've been, what they have done, and what they offer and say. Like you said, a lot of the people are men bashing or women bashing. I think that everybody used to love the guy named what was a guy. Everybody used to love him. He used to bash us men all the time. Like, I mean, he bashed us until he got caught cheating
With it.
with all the women, but yet he was bashing everybody for all. And all the women was loving him, sharing it to us and sharing it to us. But he was probably a wolf in sheep clothing. So I just you got to understand and see the backing of it. And I know that Kitty's married, so and what they really come from. But I know a lot of times it's like you said, coming from a hurt place, and they don't know what they really speaking on because they're only dealing from what their trauma was. Hurt people hurt people hurt people. So a lot of times that's what they doing. If I can make you hate your husband or your boyfriend or your boo, then you on my team. I'm getting all the views right now because guess what? You in the same place I am. And a lot of women and men are with people that's in the same place they in.
All right. So it depends on who the guru is and what kind of information that they are giving out. Okay. So we've been talking about dating. What are some of the red flags? We alluded to it. But what are some of these red flags out here? So people can understand that everybody is not. That's his name, Derek, whatever his name is.
Yep.
That's him. What kind of red flags out here that's just gonna stand out? And it should be a big blinking stop sign, not slow go, but a stop sign. This relationship needs to end.
They can't define the relationship. They can't put a definition behind what the relationship is. What is this? What we working to? You can't give me a definition of what we trying to do or what this is, then that's a big red flag.
All right. Well, they need to know what a relationship is before you can be in one. Okay.
When the only thing coming out your mouth is talking about how your wedding pictures are going to look.
Oh, Jesus.
You can't be concerned with these pictures. I mean, really. We spend more time trying to have a wedding when we really should spend time trying to have a life.
Marriage. Absolutely.
I recommend anybody that's looking to be married, go to the Justice of the Peace and take all that money that you're gonna spend on that thing and go enjoy your spouse that you get married to. Because if my wedding defined my marriage, and it was a hot mess, we wouldn't be married.
Mm.
We should have took that money and went on a honeymoon.
There you go. Come on now. Say it again. Come on.
Absolutely.
You getting married at Hardy's.
Come on, McKinney. Tell me about a red flag.
Gaslighting, manipulation, lack of accountability, mm, self accountability. Let's see. I don't know. That's probably it for me right there. Accountability is probably the biggest one, and I get what a bishop saying. Somebody who's quickly put you into something and not knowing who you are. But we together because I got a vibe. So them most like the crazy ones that's gonna cause you some pain and some harm. They're the ends of the batch between love and hate. So you might want to watch them.
Absolutely. Well, my red flag is definitely if you raise your hand to hit me. Yeah, you find out the pastor got a whole nother side.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother side. Narcissistic behaviors. Absolutely, Michael. That's a red flag. I believe McKinney said about gaslighting. Narcissistic behaviors ought to be a red flag. Everything is not your fault. They should not ever. People should never make you feel bad about being who you are. If there's somebody making you feel bad and they're superior, that's a red flag. And that should be a stop. Not that I'm going to change him. He'll change later. No, that's who he is. That's who she is. Stop that relationship right then.
You're thinking a ring gonna change something.
No,
there's always confusion. If it's always confusion within everything we do and there's no peace, that's a red flag. If you inconsistent with how you communicate. You communicate, you text me, and then you don't text me for 5 days, you ghost. That type of stuff. Like that's inconsistent. That's a red flag. Because if they doing it now, when y'all get married, they definitely gonna do it, and it's gonna get worse. Y'all gonna be in the same household, and they not gonna. There's not gonna be any type of consistency.
Absolutely. Diana said that a red flag is negativity about everything. Be grateful. You got an ungrateful person. About everything else, he gonna be ungrateful about you too. He gonna be like Adam, that woman you gave me.
Right.
Absolutely. Earlier on in the message, that if they don't believe in your calling on your life, if that's a red flag, and that truly is real. If we going from a faith standpoint. If you don't believe in who I am, then you don't believe in my call and what I do. Then you don't believe in. We can't be together, because that's innately who I am. That's a part of me. So if you don't believe in that, you can't believe in my dreams, my hopes, my stuff. That's a red flag, especially if you're a creative.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about that? This is gonna cause some conflict right here.
No, ask it.
So I'm gonna use the call, respect the call. I get that. I understand that. But if you are my woman or the man that I'm supposed to be, you are first a wife before or husband before the call. Wait. So so I get respecting and honoring that, and I understand God. But the Bible says who is gonna be God, then family first. Is it God and the family, then the church? So family, I'm gonna respect it. I respect the call. I respect who you are, but at the same time, I'm gonna just say that's right. We see a lot of women go to church and the husband at home, or a lot of men go to church, or the wife is at home. But what I'm trying to say is it respect, or is it still saying that I'm still your husband, I'm still your wife?
Why can't you be my husband or wife and I still be a minister, be called of God?
But you
That's
still,
what I'm
If
saying.
you know that when I'm dating, that's different. Than when we're already married and God calls me. I can understand that.
yeah.
But when you're dating and you know who I am and you don't respect who I am in God, then yes, we got a problem. Houston.
Right.
And from the marriage standpoint of view, since I am the married one, I meant it in the terms of how Pastor was saying it.
Yeah.
Pastor Irma, not in the terms of, because at the end of the day, my first service is to my husband.
That's correct.
Forget all of the rest. And that's learning from experience and making that mistake. Y'all don't care nothing about all of that, because that's my first ministry is my home. So I'm gonna make sure that he is good. So let me just clarify that is
now,
not a thing of you shouldn't be.
Because a lot of people forget that. A lot of people forget that your first ministry is home, and then so I think a lot of people and then they blame it on this deal. They don't want to come, but your first. So I used to say this, and I watch this a lot of times. I used to say this, and this with a lot of women. Everybody running to the church. All the women running to the church. They run into the church. They run to hear another man speak the same thing that your husband probably speak. He's just not speaking it from a Christian standpoint or from the pulpit. That caused a lot of problems in homes that left to divorce, that leads to divorce. So
yeah, and I agree with that. Some women just have not been taught how to the balance.
Yes.
But when we are dating, you know who I am.
Correct. Yeah.
And if you cannot respect the call of God on my life, then no, we're not. How can two walk together unless they be agreed? So that's already a red flag that you can't respect who I am in God. Again, I see you, Bishop McCormick. That's controlling. If you want to try to dictate who I'm gonna be, no, that's a red flag. That relationship needs to stop. You're not gonna change him. You're not gonna change her. If I'm gonna date you, you can't be going to the church. Well, we don't need to be dating.
No.
I agree.
We're not together.
And too many times we make the mistake of thinking, oh, they're just nervous. They're just nervous. This is new. They'll be okay. They'll change. And they may go along with you. But the bottom line is they don't believe it. They don't believe in who you are. Right. And when the right thing comes along, they're going to snatch you out that church. When the right thing comes along, they're going to cuss you out or try to hit you.
Yeah.
And that's from both sides. I'm telling you what I've lived through. When the right thing comes along, never say what you won't do, but when the right thing comes along, you'll be surprised at how people will show you who they are. And they've always been that. You just, if you were like me, you just try to pretend, hey, you know what? It ain't that bad. Bottom line is it is that bad.
Yep.
And now they're showing who they actually are.
Absolutely. And that's why you got to take the time to date and find out who this person is. Find out who they are. So when we get in these situations, you know what you're dealing with. All right. Y'all, we've been talking, but I do have two more things. One of them is, and it ain't on y'all list, but I'm gonna throw it in here. Is dating sites productive? Y'all ain't saying nothing. Talk to me.
Back in the days, probably so. I don't know about now.
I think it depends on the person. Some people want if you're looking for a surface relationship, you're looking for a fling, you're looking for a thing, you can find all of that. But if you're really trying to date to have something solid and develop something that is fertile and to live in something that's going to bless your life and that person's life, you might want to reconsider. See, all of this dating. Let me just go ahead and, as we say, let me just go ahead and be real. And
Be
all
real.
of this dating, if you cannot find time to pray with this person,
Mm.
and let us talk to God. And that person might not want to. They might do it just to get by this moment, but that's okay. They might do that, but the relationship I have with God is enough for me to pick up on that. And we're going to find out if you're for real or not, because it doesn't matter what way we meet. It doesn't matter how much we talk. Somewhere along the line, we got to communicate with the Father and find out what is His will, even in this dating. In between going to Applebee's and bowling, we got to find some time to pray and see, okay, what is it that God wants to happen with this, and continue to communicate with one another to find out intimate details, but communicate with God.
All right. Even on the dating app, you got to find out where are they with God.
Yep, that's it.
Sherrie?
Dating apps didn't exist back in the day, and if they did, I wasn't on it. I met mine at work, but I did ask my coworkers some of this stuff. Now I try my best to do my research on this, y'all. My coworker said it's draining. They don't like it because half of the time, all you see is perfect. You never see the real person. All you see is what they want you to see. So you really can't tell if I should go with this person or if I shouldn't go with this person. And one of the people just said it just drains me, so I just stay off of them.
Absolutely, because of course everybody's gonna put on their best face. Everybody's gonna and now I'm really afraid with AI. You don't know what you're getting. AI can talk, can make some real good descriptions now.
Yes.
And you think you got one thing and he's short, fat, dumpy, whatever. Axe murderer, I think I saw on here. Whatever. You just don't know what you're getting now. So I'm going with Bishop. We got to pray and we got to ask God about this thing. Whether you meet him on a dating app or if you meet him at the grocery store, you better seek God. And the last thing before we get off of here, I know we are well over time. Can we leave some encouragement for the singles? We've talked about a lot of negativity on today. Probably after our discussion, they probably don't ever want to see nobody want to date. But dating can be productive. God said that He didn't make us to be alone. We should. It is good for us to have somebody. I know Paul said that being single was real good, but that was Paul. But God said that He didn't want man to be alone. So what about some encouragement in dating?
Well, I would encourage you to just get yourself together. First of all, get your life together. Get your deal with your issues. Deal with you, and allow yourself the opportunity to be free in God to meet somebody. Just allow yourself that. You know, it just depends on what you're looking for, how you're feeling. I think we try to come up with certain ways, and we want people to follow certain ways. It just doesn't work like that. I heard the elder say she met her husband at work. You know, who looks at work? You know, it just depends. You don't know what God has for you. You don't know where He may place you. So just get yourself together, prepare yourself. Don't keep living to find somebody, but just live and be grateful to God and say, God, whatever you have for me, help me to be in your will to receive that when you're ready for me to have it.
Absolutely. Sherrie?
So from a marriage standpoint, I'm gonna read this to y'all because I thought it was very Very good. Peace is more important than passion. Stability is more important than sparks. Partnership is more important than pride, and alignment is more important than aesthetics. Dating is productive when it prepares you for partnership, not just a performance. So if it's surface, let it go. If you want to be married, then I piggyback off of Bishop. Make sure that you're taking care of you. Make sure that you're getting yourself ready. Stop looking for Boaz. Um, just be, and you will be found.
Absolutely. Come on, Pastor.
I'm gonna say this real quick. And I'm gonna talk about I'm gonna use peace right quick. And I would tell everybody, stop trying to protect your peace, because peace doesn't need to be protected. And the reason why I say this, Philippians 4:6-7, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petitions, with thanksgiving, present your request to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your heart and your mind in Christ Jesus. So whatever you're doing, give it to God and let God have the funds to stop making God ordained situations that you have chosen and He did not ordain. Give God the first choice. Let God do it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Peace is important.
Yes.
My final thing for singles is love you. Love yourself first. Live life. Life is too short. Don't be so thirsty. And you miss out on life. Running after so many people, male and female, have made marriage an idol. And you miss out on life chasing after something that may or may not come your way.
That's the truth.
Learn to live life. Be comfortable with you. Work on the things you need to work on in you. Live a happy and productive life with you, so that when you do find somebody, they want to be with you. Be happy. Learn to be happy.
That's good.
And you'll watch God. People are drawn to people who like themselves.
Confidence.
Good people. Let me put it that way. Good people are drawn to people who like themselves. Manipulative people, narcissistic people look for people who are unsecure, people who are easily manipulated, people who are thirsty, just gotta have somebody. You set your own self up for failure. So love you, enjoy you, and watch it come to you. The good will come. All right. And if not, if the Lord sees fit that you are single the rest of your life, you'll still be happy and at peace. All right. You won't live frustrated. God bless all of you who have joined us on tonight. Thank you so very much for all. I tried to keep up. I couldn't keep up. Y'all was talking so much. I tried to keep up with putting your stuff up on the screen. But thank you so much for being interactive on tonight. And we appreciate all of you all who have joined us. Anybody else want to have any remarks, ending remarks, sayings?
Thank you for allowing me to be a part of this conversation.
Yeah.
You did good. You did good.
Real good, sis. Real good.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you all so very much. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Love Week to all of you all. And we will see you on next month, the second Wednesday of every month. We are back with the Truth Uncensored. God bless you. May heaven smile upon you, and you do something nice for your loved one on Saturday. God bless you. Good night.
God bless.
God bless you.
God bless you.